But at the same time, if this is the Braum, it doesn't really do much, right? This isn't a last pick that blows the draft out of the water. It's a last pick that can play defensive around the Ashe.
They don't know Expect is there, rather they should know. Narzen back against the wall, Cannon barrage is out, Gray health is on, Move wants to finish the job, but there's an exhaust on and he just can't get it done. Expect is parlaying, Exile's in egg form, Perks just keeps it happening, and Trick secures first blood in the mid lane.
And it's all because of that flash not being available from earlier.
Gank. Or the fight in top lane.
Yeah, they have definitely been making sure they don't reveal any weaknesses as Mithy sidesteps away from the Winter's Bite, finds Move, finds himself in a spot of bother. Gets stunned up, he's not got the Gray health just yet, Move takes him down, Trick is tagging himself in, repels up for Move, but he has to come right back on down, and Hylissang trying to body block, but Sven with the snipe, and Hylissang hops back to Veritas. It's a 1-for-1.
Big crit came out from that, but a lot of people will say, well, why aren't they expanding that lead? Big trade bottom lane.
Oh, Big Gnar, but he's now Mega, or Mini rather. Can he get the damage done in the Cannon barrage? He can! And Chachi is even able to swag himself some farm.
Finally, Chachi gets his kill here down to take the trade. Give up the farm, but Trick is on his way.
Uh-oh, prey found! Chachi trying to boomerang, but it will not be enough. Trick gets revenge.
Gets him with the Prey Seeker and Trick. That play has...
And G2 actually spent quite some time getting that bump up.
Oh, Veritas. Hylissang's blocking there, but Trick and Mithy are incoming. The knock-up, and they do the job. Braum gets the ulti out, but he does not save the life of Veritas, and he's getting smited. Can't go anywhere, and meanwhile, we'll check back in on Perks. A little bit of revenge. The Ice Shard comes out. Exile gets one, flashes and grenades, and Sven picks up Hylissang.
All from just being able to lock him down with that W.
Slightly. It's like, all right, I'm going to go top then.
And we're back into the fight. All right, Perks is going to get swallowed up by Mithy. Unicorns are looking to do quite a lot here. In hops Chachi, taking out Mithy, and they get what was inside him, a double kill to Braum. And that's going to be Dragon Start.
It looks like G2 were just trying to get vision control behind the Unicorns of Love a little bit in the jungle to try and take that Infernal Drake a minute later.
Trick is here. Oh, this is real low. He wants to take this one out. Can they get the stun off on him? He stopped the damage. They fight it down. That's going to be the GP ultimate, and Trick will fall after failing the steal. Shutdown courtesy of Veritas. Expecting the picture. This is getting really chaotic right now, and Unicorns have just wiped 3 off the map.
G2 had this game in the bag. They run away, hit you, run away until they get someone low.
Well, here's the try. Veritas, he does get caught out. Glacial Fissure, but Veritas is already gone. Exhaust is on Hylissang, trying to stand behind someone, but he has to flash. At the end of the day, Mithy goes down, Exile finishes him off, and Perks was trying to take 3 kills at once right there. Gets the egg, but will it be enough to finish the kill? It is. Perks takes down Exile, gives his life over to Move, and Move is trying to walk it out, helping out Trick. Hilly blocking on this one, and Trick cannot get the damage.
But everything good the Unicorns just did, they just...
You don't properly get onto them. Chachi is 1v3ing.
All right, well, he does get a pretty big Gnar. He might take Expect down with him. Not enough damage. Perks says no.
Oh, I think the snare from Sven just saved the day, locked him in place so he couldn't, because we know otherwise he might flank us. And that's how they keep playing around. Now we get another engage.
Teleport coming on in. Chachi's hopping. It's a while before he's got Mega Gnar up and available. Move is caught between the rest of the team, but he goes straight for Sven, who hits him at point-blank range. Meanwhile, Perks is causing havoc in the backline, but he didn't get enough to finish the job. Chachi a little bit low. He's going to have to hop and skip and jump his way to freedom. Unicorns are blinking health bars, and Hylissang gets a last-second unbreakable, staying alive.
But they kite back from the scenario. They get the TP and the Gangplank ultimate from this, and unless G2 can take more than they're giving away to the Unicorns here, Unicorns actually should be okay. They used 1 flash.
Oh, Perkovic! What are you doing? Exile takes him down!
Exile the Baron. That was the thing. They lost a lot of health to it. The wall up as well.
They can't get here.
Struggle to get in.
Trick has to steal this.
This is risky.
They see him here. Move. He's coming in. Now they've got to stop it before it goes down, before they can smite. Arrow, but Exile, he's turned into an egg, and I don't believe it! Trick steals off the Baron! Exile is holding off Expect. They will secure 2 kills, but they gave up.
To do this. It is the... Oh, hang on.
Yeah, we're already right back into it, guys. This fight is just not even going to stop this game. Exile Move incredibly low. Exile having to flash away, gets the stun off onto Trick, but he's tanking the front line, and in comes Perks around the backside, taking out Exile right into the pool. Unicorn's health bars are going way too low. Expect takes down Hilly, and this charge will not stop. Veritas down, Perks claims another, and that is nearly the ace. Only Move is standing.
Sadly for the Unicorns of Love, hit a point now.
12 to 12 in kills. It has not lacked for action. Chachi is completely surrounded. He knows his days are numbered, and that is going to be a flash. Why would you even? You're going to go down. Trick takes him out.
Pyra's angry.
Trying to just waste their time is the answer to
They
that.
messed up at Baron. Well, then suddenly they gave it back to G2.
Uh-oh, here comes the curtain call. Mithy is caught up. The arrow lands right onto Sven's face, but in comes Trick around the backside. Glacial Fissure. Perks there, stunned up under tower for just a few seconds. Move can't sink his fangs in. In comes the GP ultimate. They're hunting for Mithy. They take down Expect. Veritas securing the kill. The boulder comes out. The chase keeps on going, and Mithy's got nowhere to go. 2 kills for Unicorns, and they're looking for more.
Another just
For now.
Not just yet.
Hang on, no, it's here.
Trick's coming hunting. They are low health bars on these Unicorns, but Trick finds himself caught up by Move. Curtain call comes in. Hillisang blocks it for just a second. The action doesn't stop. We only get reprieves. Trick is coming in, looking for Veritas. They get the shutdown onto Move, and they keep on charging through. The Unicorns are melting away like nothing. Chachi just about to come up into Meganar, but he has got no backup, and G2 is coming to call.
Even using Gangbang ulti, and it doesn't matter because they got super minions in the mid lane. And while Unicorns tried their best to get a few kills, end up overextending. G2 with the globals appear behind them, and this was a very back and forth game where both teams made some big mistakes.
Exactly. Mistakes out of both. Unicorns unfortunately sticking around a little too long in the top lane, and G2's late game damage is enough to take game 1.
They can breathe a sigh of relief on the side of G2. Looking forward to see what they can do, but for now, the series leads 1-0.
Let's hope that the Unicorns of Love are able to play like they
Is it over? And it's going to be Losandra.
There's Aroma. Teleport, the ability to start fights. You can cross a lot of paths on the Rift, get into little aspects of the team fights.
He's going to take a tower shot, and that was a flash burn by Trick for nothing of Chachi's.
Ooh, watch out in the bottom lane.
Meanwhile,
Exhaust used.
Yeah, Veritas stopped up by the pillars, getting clubbed over the head a few more times. Mithy's taking a bite out of him. Can they get the outplay? Tarek's here. So is Moves. First blood. It's going to go over to Hillisang, and that TP's canceled.
Unicorns punishing G2's desire to...
One we'll worry about a little bit later on. Expected about hitting Mininar or Meganar again, but Chachi has been holding strong here, as you said yourself, not losing any matchups here. Exile, he's going to have to get a flash out. He does, but will he get away? No, not today. It's Perks that claims the kill.
Good move in the mid lane here from G2. One of the big things. Look to potentially go topside if they want to avoid this potential dive. Chachi taking a lot of damage.
Oh, and he's got no shadow dash. In comes Trick flashing in. That should finish the job, but he's still ticking. Trick is incredibly low, but a big Gnar comes in from Expect to finish the job.
Shoves him into the wall to pick himself up the kill. As G2 trying to just not lose control too much of their jungle. He's going to TP mid to try and hold this tower. There's 3 people here.
Yeah, but they get the taunt on.
Perks.
Instantly, Perks just gets knocked against the wall. Exile picks up the kill, and it's a brawl in mid lane. Mithy getting charged down. A double for the Kassadin. He's going to get rolling, and Chachi tanks the line.
That was the exact mistake Wonder made yesterday.
Expect is in the back, and even Hillisang gets one.
I feel like we're looking at game 1 again.
Another mistake here for G2 and for their mid laner. Causes them a kill, and Exile, he's caught up, but he does manage to just barely escape. Perks is gonna follow through on that one, flashing, but he might just give his life. Not got the cooldown just yet, but it's only Move who's tracking him. It'll come right back up, and he's about to join Mithy. They do get the dazzle off. Pillar comes in, Hillisang on the chase. Move gets the belly bop up, and they're looking to keep fighting this one out. Trick now is gonna force Move to flash away.
Unicorns again a little over-committing here.
Meanwhile, it looked like they were going to be in a holding pattern for a second, but Exile gets caught on by Perks. Frozen Tomb thrown down on him. Can he Rift walk away in time? In comes the big Gnar, and Expect says he's trying to get out of there. Exile is just trying to escape, but they turn the fight right back around with a whole bunch of members. Move grabs Expect on the back of it. Even the Gromp wants to get involved.
This is going to be a big problem for G2 if they cannot kill Exile before the Taric ultimate locks. He's going to survive and deal so much in fights.
But honestly, G2 should not be trying to attack the Kassadin. That's exactly what
Whoa, burst on right on his friend. Exile deletes him. They take down Trick, and Mithy's exhausted. They're going all in for it right now. Not enough to finish the job. Well,
now I just said the words burst down a Kassadin with a Taric on his team. Not very easy, but if it can be done, team fights for G2.
A little bit more than that. Chachi trying to hang. Oh, taunts the boulder. Finishes him off, and Expect just walks away.
Perfect here for G2. And try and bully him. Great play from him getting the kill. And now no Shen for another 10 seconds.
Yeah, no Shen, no problem! Chachi, or rather, Veritas takes out Sven. Chachi's still coming up. I don't know what I'm on about.
I mean, Move was...
Like, when you look at this 1-3-1 and you have full vision control,
Dude,
this thing is actually ulting for Mithy here.
Yeah, just go on in. They do not get the taunt off, but they look for Mithy. The barrel will knock him right up against the pit, and Move takes him out. No quick enough response from G2 Esports.
If he thought he'd find that.
That's an oldie but a goodie, those wards that you put there.
Yeah, those are ward clears you can cheer for, by the way. Expect is going all in on this one, but it's not going to be enough for Chachi to escape, even with the flash.
In another one, but because Unicorns actually dashed over the wall, he didn't get to see them just yet, but now you see guys missing on the map.
Nars assisting. Yep, it's going to be the reveal, but will they get there in time? Chachi's coming. There's no smite available. It's going to get secured by Move. They manage the sneak.
False sense of...
Meganar's coming out for Expect. He clears, or at least tries to clear with the boulder. And now the Unicorns are moving on in. They catch on Trick, and they bring everyone right into the back of the base where the turrets don't touch. Meanwhile, Perks is going to go Frozen Tomb, but will it be enough damage? Expect gets a big Gnar off, but there's no wall. Sven shuts down Exile. Will that be enough to turn the fight? I don't think so. Veritas is coming up massive. The double kill. They're way too low. Move is going to fall, and so is Hillisang. Triple for the Sivir. And they turn it right around. The Quadra.
The dangerous dive comes out from Unicorns, and it was a little too...
Bringing the Shen to really just push waves.
And not the greatest Shen ulti here from Unicorns, but they are able to get straight onto the tower. A lot of members dying. And
oh, Perks, he goes way deep. Exile polishes him off like it wasn't a thing.
Same thing again. The taunt on Perks. He couldn't ult himself. Now out comes the Taric ultimate.
Compared to Sivir, well, that's in favor of Sivir. I would personally also take a Gnar full leg game over Shen in these team fights.
There's the Sivir.
AoE, they're going in for this fight here.
Trick, he really wants Veritas, but they couldn't find it. Teleport to flying, but Rimwa right in the back, and they're just going down. A shutdown onto Sven, and the rest of G2 have absolutely nothing in form of damage. That's gonna be Trick trying to make a play, distract them, push them off, but they've got 2 quick kills, and they can think about Baron.
Against targets they don't even want to kill right now. And suddenly, Kassadin and Shen shows up behind. Flash does nothing.
And
Mithy dies as well. G2 was still in a position to win fights, but then they overextend and get caught.
And now Chachi just has absolutely no fear. This turret's going to get cut straight on through. They can move towards the inhibitor. The death timers, they're just too long. We're almost 40 minutes into this game. They may not end it right now, but they're looking for it.
Yeah, 15 seconds.
Oh, and they got Trick. Oh, he's going down. 1, 2 more shots. Expect hopping, skipping, jumping. Back to Fountain. He's going to go Mega. No, he's going to get his GA pop, but the Nexus turrets are already going down. They're cutting right through him. Expect is trying to save the life. And in comes Sven. Does he have the shutdown? It's all Nexus. Just turn to it, boys. Just shut this one out. They just might have the damage. 40 minutes on the clock. Unicorns of love.
Unicorns taking a game in this series, going to even this up to 1 game apiece. And how did Exile get into the back of that fight? He didn't even use the teleport.
He was just sitting. Like, he was just on top side. He
kills, especially solo kills. This is the one he leads on it. Oh!
We do not see too much Soraka here in Europe. We've seen it a couple of times out of Mithy.
That was before he couldn't even body slam flash on Mithy here to kill him. Trick still being a pro in the bottom lane, and now he's trading mid lane.
Oh, and he's going to be bringing Visit Chachi. Perks. Oh, he knocks him right on back. Flashes in. Exile's coming forward, but Chachi's already way too far away to make it happen. Threaded volley. Most of it dodged out. Exile, they're going to finish this job. The taunt is on. The Gnar is coming, but it is too little. It is too late, and that's first blood to Exile.
First blood Expect follows up.
Chachi, he's still trying to hang tough here, but he's going down. Sacrifices so Exile can walk away.
Perks didn't have a lot of options without that ghost available.
Oh, he spotted. Pink's on. Okay, hop. And taunted. No flash available. He's going to feed this one over on a silver platter, but Chachi gets it in the end.
And Perks, who is playing the Talia, has not... And it's difficult, right? Up a bottom lane that is...
Oh, whoa! And in comes LeBlanc. Exile finishes the job on Expect.
So we were talking about whether it would be move camping for Visit Chachi. Turns out it's actually...
Bottom side, Shen ulti is available.
It's coming through.
And in comes move right around the backside. But Mithy and Sven did manage to make their way away. Teleport coming in. It will finish, and in comes Expect. Trick soon to follow. Move way too low. Perks is going to get taken down by Exile. Meanwhile, in the mid, but down in the bottom. Trick picks up move, and they keep on trucking here. The Taric ultimate does come out. Hylissang having to flash away. A three-man Gnar right into the wall, and Expect picks up Hylissang. Trick is just going crazy right now, and Exile is way late to this party. What can he get done here?
Oh, not a lot. He's going to have to try.
Oh,
nope.
That stings.
Taken down. G2 does like to try and take those trades. You saw the stat earlier about trading with First Bloods.
That's the Gnar on Chachi. Throws the boulder. Chachi, can he even take this with Mega Gnar form?
Yes,
There's still
he can.
minions helping out. He's going to taunt right on in. And the outplay 1v1 for Visit Chachi.
Oh, Expect you don't have the Rift Herald buff. That's difficult.
Bad decisions on today.
Oh boy, and there's a lot more decisions being made. In goes move, and Perks, the rest of G2 trying to kite back, but Chachi flash taunts in straight onto Mithy. They want to shut him down. He's burning, but he stays alive. Chachi now, the rest of the team is here for G2. They shove Hylissang to his death. Chachi bailing out, Veritas left for dead. And this is just going to be crazy. One more stone thrown by Perks.
Exile managed to one-shot Sven here in the fight as well. The chase is
Way behind. Oh boy, Exile's on a
Hylissang's
hunt.
cutting him off, but...
And so is, Perks is really dead here.
Well, yeah, he's pretty... Yeah.
And
If he can get the W over the first wall, maybe he can look to get out, but didn't.
easy hard engage to pull off. It's flashes from either Rek'Sai or Gnar to start fights, so very easy for Unicorns to just kind of back away.
Oh, Trick flashing. Okay, in goes Hylissang with Chachi right at the back of it. They make a wish, though. Mithy is hoping for a one fight here, but everyone is going way too low. Veritas picking up the kill. Chachi, he gets another one onto Sven. Low health bars. Move is going to pick it up before giving his life. Hylissang is also fallen, but that's a double over to Veritas. A double for Perks, but G2 are on the losing end of that fight.
G2 have got to stop trying to skirmish against the Unicorns.
Shin will join. They keep just trying to fight mid.
Oh man, razzle-dazzled right onto Trick, but they couldn't finish him up. Chachi, meanwhile, mixing it up in the front. Exile TPing around the back. Perks was there, blocks him off for a few more seconds. Exile's going to have to flash away. Unicorns do not want this fight any longer. And the Praise Seeker blocked out. No, Trick takes him down. And they keep on chasing, looking for move, looking for more. Perks finds it, and he shoves Veritas right to his death. 3 kills picked up by G2 Esports, and they can keep on charging. Mega Gnar for Expect. Flash for Chachi. Can he get back to tower?
Well, he had a great start. It is really hard to keep
Oh,
Sven.
Sven. He was right on in the front, but they dazzle him up. They barrel him up, but they're going to make a wish. Can move, do it. No, Perks picks him off. Unstoppable. Expect is in there, mixing it up with big Gnars. And Chachi now is trying to stay alive, but he gets hopped and bopped and taunts his way to freedom. Veritas just simply doesn't have enough damage. Expect does not fear the Chachi, and Perks takes him out.
G2 again able to...
Taking a look. Uncork the flashlight. I don't know what that makes. That doesn't make any sense at all. Turn on the flashlight, and there's a Baron being started.
Well,
oh, move. Well, he's flashing out of there. Okay. So is, I'm all over the place this game, and so is these fights. Expect is finding move on this one. Chachi, he's going really low, but he's got the shield on. So does Trick. Expect coming right back up, and Sven picks off move. Unicorns now, they just don't have enough damage left in the tank. Perks goes godlike, gets a double, taking down Exile. Veritas and Chachi are running for their lives, and in goes Veritas right to his death. That's the ace, and straight for the base goes G2.
G2 build the wall, and it's the Unicorns that are going to be made to pay for it, because Unicorns have just been aced. G2 are going to go 2-1 up.
Yes, indeed. Just shy of 35 minutes on the clock. G2 Esports, they were in control just about all game long, and they finished the job, holding the series 2-1.
The true MVP is the ZZ Rock portal plays to kill the Nexus by G2 and Gnar. But obviously Gnar's been a very impactful pick in the playoffs, and Expect, as you said, is struggling. Like, they need a comfort pick for him. Do not put him in a bad matchup, because he will just die 500 times against Chachi, Sheen at the same time.
This is painful.
Kind of surprised.
You can see Tricks having to come up here. They anticipate the moves here, but they are going to catch Chachi.
Oh, right into the cocoon, right into the wall. That's a quick first blood.
Pyra.
I mean,
In fact, Exile just walks away from the ultimate.
Oh, and there's going to be maybe a big play down on this bottom side. Veritas can't spell shield in time. Mythy gets the final shot.
Hylissang was back in base. G2, Triggers is making sure Expect doesn't die.
Up. In goes the Elise. Chachi dives right back on in, trying to dodge out Transcendent Blade, but he knows he's a dead man, and Expect finishes the job.
Chachi feels like he knows this matchup to the point where he can go aggressive, but what you can say about the Unicorns so far in this matchup?
Chachi, he is getting outplayed right now, fighting right into the Narbar. Transcendent Blades trying to heal. Expect's gonna flash followed, but the boulder nails him in the back of the head.
Yeah, you know the game is going terribly wrong for you when Chachi gets solo kill top by Expect after obviously 2 ganks from Trick.
All right, Exile's going in here. Let's see if he can get the solo kill onto Perks. It's going to be hard flashing, and he finishes the job. Move was there for insurance. The map is good. G2 are winning.
Hold the stats. Mythy wants this.
I'll have to see if the stats guys actually agree with me on that one. Hylissang's going really low. Mythy does pop out the Glacial Fissure, and down goes Hylissang. Just popped like that. Exhaust onto Veritas. Sven looking to give himself one more, and he does it. A double kill. The Tristana's already getting big.
Real difficult to play up against the Tristana Braum comp, because as soon as you jump forward, you start getting those Braum passive stacks up. Chachi.
All right, into the boomerang, and wouldn't you know it, like clockwork, Trick is back. Chachi has no flash. Nar smash, and Trick picks up the kill. 7-1. G2 are running away with this early game.
Definitely everything is win this matchup and be the hero, and then he gets camped completely, and then his bot lane loses without any jungle help. Just bot lane loses.
Yeah, that's not hurting all that much, but that's okay. Exile's trying to walk out, but all of a sudden, in comes Sven, and it just blown to bits.
I mean, there's not a lot that Exile can do for him to push the
hold on this map, not allowing Unicorns to get involved. 2 wards cleared away. Expect's going to flash for Chachi here. Chachi is just not having a great game. Autos and boomerangs, and that's all it takes.
Didn't need to jump. Didn't need. Good luck, Chachi. You are not getting to play much League of Legends this game.
First pick Nara is working out pretty well when backed up by Trick, and Exile is going to have to pull out. He is surrounded. Flash. Okay, Trick sinks his fangs in. Exhaust is down, but way too late. Hylissang is going to fall, and meanwhile Sven just keeps on pushing. Right here. It's gone. 22 minutes. We got 6 towers to 0. Unicorns of Love are down 12,000 gold. Chachi gets swept aside by Expect, and he's just walking away with 3 unicorns chasing him down. They might get the shutdown here.
G2 are going for Baron, though.
Yeah, G2 just say, that's fine. We can go ahead and sacrifice Expect for a moment. He is still walking. Finally shut down. Veritas really needed some gold, but it's a 2-man Barret. You can do this with Tristana. It's in full vision.
Picks on Exile.
And now Exile is going to get locked down for a few seconds. Throws on the Hemo play, trying to outplay Perks here. We might see it happen again. Perks, is he going to stay alive? In comes Mythy. Exile exhausted. Hylissang finishes him off. And now they get the big knock-up. Exile going low. This has gone really haywire all of a sudden, but Sven has joined the fray, and he just has too much damage. A double kill.
Chachi canceled his TP. G2.
No, macro doesn't matter now at all. Like, you can do kind of whatever you want.
Can catch Exile. Oh boy, Chachi trying to polish him off, but it doesn't really. Maybe it does. Okay, Perks is dying.
Perks is lagging. Don't worry. Expect you to try and maybe force a flash from Sven or something while Perks is dead. If you don't, well, then you will just lose the game in like 2 minutes from now.
Yeah.
It's your chance move. Come on.
There we go. They hop on in. Expect. He's just frontlining here. The tower going very low. Look at that damage. They're dishing out. It is 4v5. It is just enough. Hylissang gets the ult out in time, but it's not onto Exile. Double kill over to Sven. Just like that, he hops, and everyone is rolling right into the back. Trick picks up a big kill, dominating. Who cares about turret lasers? Triple kill for Tristana, and it's all base for G2.
They're already onto the Nexus turret. This is going to be G2 taking it.
They are looking for it. 26 minutes, by far the fastest game. G2 full control. This is the form we're looking at, and this is them going to finals. We'll see them there in a week.
G2 take the series. They will face Splice on Sunday in Krakow and potentially look for their 2nd title in a row.
And what a different game.
Yes, like, that was not the series. That was just
definitely not what I expected coming into this 4th game here. You know, we saw like, oh, both teams have ways of winning here. Unicorn's pretty good draft, blah, blah, blah. games have been very even. T2 haven't looked that clean. I like the draft. Destroy 2v2 bottom lane because Venom they play really, really